The ground beneath Dr. Sarah Mitchell's feet had remained untouched for 65 million years until that scorching morning in the Gobi Desert. The sun beat down mercilessly as her brush carefully swept away millennia of sediment, revealing something that would challenge everything paleontologists thought they knew about the late Cretaceous period. What emerged from the ancient rock wasn't just another fossil. It was a window into a world that science had somehow missed, a creature that shouldn't exist according to every textbook ever written. The skull alone measured 2 meters in length, nearly twice the size of Tyrannosaurus rex, with distinctive features that defied classification within any known theropod family. How had such a massive predator escaped detection for so long? What else might be hiding in the vast expanse of unexplored fossil beds across the globe? As Sarah's team worked tirelessly to excavate the specimen, the magnitude of their discovery began to sink in. The bone structure suggested an entirely new family of apex predators, ones that would have dominated their ecosystem in ways previously unimaginable. The skull's unique characteristics, including neural pathways that indicated advanced sensory capabilities, and bite force calculations that suggested pressure exceeding 4,000 kilograms per square centimeter, pointed to a level of predatory sophistication that would rewrite our understanding of dinosaur evolution. The team named it Megalovinator imperialis, the imperial giant hunter, but the implications of its existence reached far beyond mere classification. The fossilized remains were remarkably well preserved, protected by layers of sediment that had created perfect conditions for fossilization. Each bone told a story of an animal that combined the agility of smaller theropods with the raw power of the largest known predators. Trace elements in the surrounding rocks suggested an environment unlike anything previously documented from the period, a complex ecosystem that had somehow remained hidden from science until now. What forces had shaped this extraordinary creature? What chain of evolutionary events had led to its development? And why had it apparently disappeared without leaving any known descendants? As word of the discovery spread through the scientific community, researchers began to question long-held assumptions about dinosaur diversity and distribution. If such a significant predator could remain undiscovered for so long, what other secrets might the fossil record be hiding? The implications extended beyond paleontology into our understanding of evolution, adaptation, and the very nature of life's ability to develop extraordinary forms in response to environmental pressures. The discovery forced scientists to confront an uncomfortable truth. Perhaps our knowledge of Earth's prehistoric past was far more incomplete than anyone had suspected. The initial analysis of the skeleton revealed features that seemed almost impossible, evidence of thermal regulation more efficient than any other known dinosaur, jaw muscles capable of generating forces that would shame a modern crocodile, and sensory organs that suggested hunting capabilities far beyond what had been thought possible for the time period. Each new detail raised more questions than it answered, challenging the very foundations of established paleontological theory. What selective pressures had driven the evolution of such extreme adaptations? How had this creature interacted with other known species of the period? And perhaps most intriguingly, what had caused its ultimate extinction? The process of understanding Megalovinator imperialis demanded a complete reassessment of late Cretaceous ecosystems. The fossilized remains revealed a creature that stood 7 meters tall at the hip, with a total length of 15 meters, dimensions that dwarfed even the largest known theropods. But size alone wasn't what made this discovery revolutionary. The skeleton showed evidence of features never before seen in combination: a uniquely structured brain case suggesting enhanced cognitive abilities, specialized vertebrae indicating an advanced cooling system, and limb proportions that implied both tremendous power and surprising agility for an animal of its size. Advanced imaging techniques revealed structural adaptations that defied conventional understanding of theropod anatomy. The creature's skull contained previously unknown sensory organs, including highly developed olfactory bulbs that would have granted it extraordinary hunting capabilities. The orientation and size of the eye sockets suggested both excellent depth perception and possibly enhanced night vision, while the inner ear structure indicated an unprecedented level of balance and spatial awareness. These features painted a picture of a predator far more sophisticated than anything previously known from the fossil record. The geological context of the discovery proved equally fascinating. The surrounding rock layers told a story of an environment that fluctuated between periods of abundance and scarcity, suggesting that Megalovinator had evolved to survive in highly variable conditions. Chemical analysis of the bones revealed evidence of seasonal changes in diet and behavior, indicating a level of adaptability previously unknown in large theropods. But why had this particular location preserved such a unique specimen? What special conditions had conspired to keep this revolutionary discovery hidden for so long? As researchers delved deeper into the anatomy of Megalovinator, they uncovered evidence of advanced hunting strategies that would have made it one of the most efficient predators ever to walk the earth. Its teeth showed specialized serrations that could cut through flesh and bone with unprecedented efficiency, while its forelimbs bore attachments for muscles far more powerful than those of any known theropod. The creature's vertebrae revealed attachment points for massive neck muscles, suggesting it could deliver bone-crushing strikes with its skull, similar to modern-day killer whales but on a much grander scale. The discovery forced paleontologists to confront the possibility that the late Cretaceous period had been far more complex and diverse than previously imagined. If an apex predator of this size and sophistication could remain hidden in the fossil record for so long, what other extraordinary creatures might still be waiting to be discovered? The implications extended beyond paleontology into our understanding of evolution itself. How had natural selection produced such an extraordinary combination of features? What pressures had driven the development of such sophisticated hunting adaptations? And what did this suggest about the complexity of ancient ecosystems? Teams of scientists from diverse fields began piecing together the puzzle of Megalovinator's life and environment. Paleobotanists studied preserved plant material from the same layers. Climatologists analyzed isotopic signatures in the surrounding rock, and comparative anatomists examined every detail of the creature's skeleton. Each new piece of evidence added depth to their understanding, while simultaneously raising new questions about the nature of evolution and the capabilities of prehistoric life. The study of microfossils and trace elements in the sediment layers revealed a complex ecosystem that had supported not only Megalovinator, but also a diverse array of other species, many of which were previously unknown to science. What emerged was a picture of a world far richer and more sophisticated than anyone had imagined, raising profound questions about our understanding of prehistoric life. How many other extraordinary creatures might have existed without leaving a trace in the fossil record? What other revolutionary discoveries might be waiting to be unearthed? The biomechanical analysis of Megalovinator imperialis revealed hunting capabilities that exceeded anything previously known in the fossil record. Using advanced computer modeling and comparative studies with modern predators, researchers determined that this extraordinary creature could generate bite forces approaching 50,000 newtons, more than twice that of Tyrannosaurus rex, and 5 times that of a modern saltwater crocodile. The implications of such power were staggering, suggesting that Megalovinator could literally crush through the armor plating of any known prey species of its time. Digital reconstructions of the creature's musculature, based on attachment points preserved in the fossil bones, indicated a level of athletic ability that seemed almost impossible for an animal of its size. The unique arrangement of muscle attachments in its legs suggested it could achieve burst speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour, maintaining this velocity for shorter distances than smaller theropods but with devastating effectiveness when hunting prey. Its specialized ankle joints and reinforced toe bones showed adaptations for rapid directional changes, while its tail structure revealed stabilizing features that would have allowed for precise control during high-speed pursuits. Perhaps most intriguing were the signs of pack hunting behavior evident in the fossil record. Multiple specimens found in close proximity, along with parallel sets of trackways preserved in ancient sediments, suggested that Megalovinator might have hunted in coordinated groups. This social behavior, combined with their advanced sensory capabilities and physical power, would have made them nearly unstoppable predators. The discovery of juvenile specimens in the same area, showing different growth stages, provided unprecedented insights into their development and social structure. How had such sophisticated group behaviors evolved? What selective pressures had driven the development of such complex social interactions? The creature's hunting strategies, reconstructed through careful analysis of prey fossils and trace fossils, revealed a level of sophistication previously unknown in prehistoric predators. Deep gashes and puncture marks on the bones of large herbivores showed evidence of coordinated attack patterns, suggesting that groups of Megalovinator would strategically target their prey's most vulnerable points. The size and spacing of these marks indicated precise bite placement and deliberate hunting techniques, much like modern wolves but on an epic scale. The fossils told stories of dramatic confrontations between these massive predators and their equally impressive prey, including evidence of successful hunts of animals that would have weighed up to 10 metric tons. Analysis of preserved stomach contents and coprolites revealed a diverse diet that included not only large herbivores but also other predators, suggesting that Megalovinator sat undisputedly at the apex of its food chain. Isotope analysis of teeth and bones indicated seasonal variations in diet, demonstrating an ability to adapt hunting strategies based on prey availability. This adaptability, combined with their physical capabilities and apparent social behavior, painted a picture of what might have been the most effective predator in Earth's history. What ecological pressures had driven the evolution of such a perfect hunting machine? How had the presence of such an apex predator influenced the evolution of other species in its ecosystem? The discovery of partially healed injuries in several specimens provided fascinating insights into their physiology and behavior. These ancient wounds, some of which would have been fatal to most other animals, suggested an extraordinary ability to recover from serious injuries. This resilience, combined with evidence of extended growth periods, indicated that individual Megalovinators could have lived for several decades, accumulating experience and potentially passing learned behaviors to younger generations. What role had this longevity played in their success as a species? How had such sophisticated healing capabilities evolved? The ecosystem that supported Megalovinator imperialis was unlike anything previously documented from the late Cretaceous period. Paleobotanical evidence revealed a complex landscape of mixed vegetation, including towering conifers reaching heights of 80 meters, vast grasslands dotted with primitive flowering plants, and dense undergrowth that would have provided cover for both predator and prey. This diverse environment supported an equally varied array of animal life, creating a complex web of ecological relationships that had remained hidden from science until now. The atmospheric composition during this period, determined through analysis of preserved plant tissues and soil samples, indicated oxygen levels slightly higher than present day, potentially contributing to the evolution of such massive predators. The climate patterns reconstructed from geological evidence suggested seasonal variations more extreme than previously believed for the period, with temperatures fluctuating between tropical heat and near-freezing conditions. These environmental pressures would have demanded extraordinary adaptability from all species in the ecosystem, particularly apex predators like Megalovinator. Study of contemporary prey species revealed an arms race of evolutionary adaptations. Herbivorous dinosaurs in the region developed increasingly sophisticated defensive features, thicker armor, more powerful limbs, enhanced sensory capabilities, all apparently in response to the hunting prowess of Megalovinator. The fossil record showed evidence of corresponding evolutionary changes in the predator, with later specimens displaying more specialized teeth, stronger jaw muscles, and more robust limb bones. This evolutionary dance between predator and prey had driven the development of features unprecedented in the fossil record. What forces had maintained this delicate balance? How had these interactions shaped the evolution of both predator and prey? Detailed analysis of the surrounding sediments revealed a complex history of environmental changes. Periods of relative stability were punctuated by rapid shifts in climate and vegetation, yet Megalovinator appeared to have thrived through these fluctuations. Evidence suggested they could adapt their hunting strategies based on environmental conditions, switching between ambush predation in densely vegetated areas and pursuit hunting in more open terrain. This adaptability, combined with their physical capabilities and apparent intelligence, made them remarkably resilient to environmental changes that might have challenged other large predators. The discovery of nesting sites provided unprecedented insights into their reproductive biology and parental care. Carefully arranged nests, some containing fossilized eggs with preserved embryonic material, suggested sophisticated breeding behaviors. The presence of juvenile specimens of various ages near these sites indicated extended parental care, perhaps lasting several years. This investment in offspring would have allowed for the transmission of learned behaviors and hunting strategies, contributing to their success as apex predators. What selective pressures had driven the evolution of such complex parental care? How had these behaviors influenced their social structure and hunting strategies? Careful examination of trace fossils, including footprints, drag marks, and evidence of territorial behaviors, painted a picture of complex social interactions. Trackways preserved in ancient sediments showed evidence of coordinated movement patterns, suggesting sophisticated communication and social organization. These traces revealed aspects of their behavior that wouldn't have been apparent from skeletal remains alone, including possible courtship rituals and territorial displays. The complexity of these social behaviors raised intriguing questions about their cognitive capabilities and the evolution of intelligence in prehistoric predators. The ecosystem that supported Megalovinator imperialis was unlike anything previously documented from the late Cretaceous period. Paleobotanical evidence revealed a complex landscape of mixed vegetation, including towering conifers reaching heights of 80 meters, vast grasslands dotted with primitive flowering plants, and dense undergrowth that would have provided cover for both predator and prey. This diverse environment supported an equally varied array of animal life, creating a complex web of ecological relationships that had remained hidden from science until now. The atmospheric composition during this period, determined through analysis of preserved plant tissues and soil samples, indicated oxygen levels slightly higher than present day, potentially contributing to the evolution of such massive predators. The climate patterns reconstructed from geological evidence suggested seasonal variations more extreme than previously believed for the period, with temperatures fluctuating between tropical heat and near-freezing conditions. These environmental pressures would have demanded extraordinary adaptability from all species in the ecosystem, particularly apex predators like Megalovinator. Study of contemporary prey species revealed an arms race of evolutionary adaptations. Herbivorous dinosaurs in the region developed increasingly sophisticated defensive features, thicker armor, more powerful limbs, enhanced sensory capabilities, all apparently in response to the hunting prowess of Megalovinator. The fossil record showed evidence of corresponding evolutionary changes in the predator, with later specimens displaying more specialized teeth, stronger jaw muscles, and more robust limb bones. This evolutionary dance between predator and prey had driven the development of features unprecedented in the fossil record. What forces had maintained this delicate balance? How had these interactions shaped the evolution of both predator and prey? Detailed analysis of the surrounding sediments revealed a complex history of environmental changes. Periods of relative stability were punctuated by rapid shifts in climate and vegetation, yet Megalovinator appeared to have thrived through these fluctuations. Evidence suggested they could adapt their hunting strategies based on environmental conditions, switching between ambush predation in densely vegetated areas and pursuit hunting in more open terrain. This adaptability, combined with their physical capabilities and apparent intelligence, made them remarkably resilient to environmental changes that might have challenged other large predators. The discovery of nesting sites provided unprecedented insights into their reproductive biology and parental care. Carefully arranged nests, some containing fossilized eggs with preserved embryonic material, suggested sophisticated breeding behaviors. The presence of juvenile specimens of various ages near these sites indicated extended parental care, perhaps lasting several years. This investment in offspring would have allowed for the transmission of learned behaviors and hunting strategies, contributing to their success as apex predators. What selective pressures had driven the evolution of such complex parental care? How had these behaviors influenced their social structure and hunting strategies? Careful examination of trace fossils, including footprints, drag marks, and evidence of territorial behaviors, painted a picture of complex social interactions. Trackways preserved in ancient sediments showed evidence of coordinated movement patterns, suggesting sophisticated communication and social organization. These traces revealed aspects of their behavior that wouldn't have been apparent from skeletal remains alone, including possible courtship rituals and territorial displays. The complexity of these social behaviors raised intriguing questions about their cognitive capabilities and the evolution of intelligence in prehistoric predators. The sudden disappearance of Megalovinator imperialis from the fossil record represents one of paleontology's most compelling mysteries. Despite their remarkable adaptations and apparent dominance of their ecosystem, these extraordinary predators vanished approximately 63 million years ago, leaving behind no direct descendants and a host of unanswered questions. The timing of their extinction, occurring shortly before the end Cretaceous mass extinction event, suggests a complex interplay of factors that may have contributed to their demise. Recent geological evidence indicates a series of massive volcanic eruptions that occurred across their known range, dramatically altering the climate and vegetation patterns that had supported their hunting grounds. Analysis of soil samples from this period shows increasing levels of toxic minerals and dramatic shifts in atmospheric composition, creating environmental stresses that would have challenged even these highly adaptable predators. The changes appear to have occurred with unprecedented rapidity, possibly overwhelming Megalovenator's ability to adapt despite their remarkable physiological flexibility. The vulnerability of such a seemingly invincible species raises profound questions about the nature of evolutionary success and the long-term stability of ecosystems. Despite their physical prowess, advanced cognitive capabilities, and sophisticated social structures, Megalovenator proved susceptible to environmental changes that occurred too rapidly for evolutionary adaptation. This pattern holds disturbing parallels with modern conservation challenges, as contemporary apex predators face similarly rapid environmental changes driven by human activity. Study of their extinction has revealed evidence of cascading ecological effects that rippled through their entire ecosystem. The disappearance of Megalovenator led to dramatic changes in prey species behavior and distribution, altering vegetation patterns and even affecting soil composition through changes in grazing patterns. This comprehensive transformation of the environment demonstrates the crucial role apex predators play in maintaining ecosystem stability, a principle that continues to influence modern conservation biology. Advanced statistical modeling of their population dynamics based on fossils from different time periods suggests that Megalovenator populations may have been more vulnerable than their apparent dominance would suggest. Their sophisticated social structures and extended parental care, while advantageous in stable conditions, may have made them particularly susceptible to rapid environmental change. The same specialized adaptations that made them such effective predators might have ultimately contributed to their extinction by reducing their ability to adapt to new conditions. The story of Megalovenator forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about evolutionary success and survival. How do we define evolutionary success when even the most perfectly adapted creatures can vanish without warning? What does their extinction tell us about the vulnerability of modern ecosystems to rapid environmental change? As we face unprecedented global challenges, the lessons learned from these ancient predators become increasingly relevant to our understanding of adaptation, resilience, and survival. Perhaps most intriguingly, the discovery of Megalovenator challenges our assumptions about what remains to be found in the fossil record. If creatures of this size and significance could remain hidden for so long, what other extraordinary species might still await discovery? As new technologies and analytical methods continue to emerge, our understanding of Earth's prehistoric past grows increasingly complex and surprising. Each new finding forces us to reevaluate our assumptions about the limits of biological possibility and the true diversity of life through time. Their legacy extends beyond paleontology into broader questions about the nature of life itself. How does evolution produce such extraordinary creatures? What are the limits of biological adaptation? And perhaps most importantly, what can the rise and fall of these magnificent predators teach us about our own future in a rapidly changing world? As we continue to uncover new details about their lives and extinction, Megalovenator imperialis stands as a testament to both the incredible possibilities and inherent fragility of life on Earth.